Nobody's here, but that's okay. You didn't know I was going live. This is understandable. So, for anybody watching after the fact, hi, I'm Captain Foley. We have 0 viewers right now and 0 likes. Usually I post these and share them beforehand, so or schedule them at least, and I have not done so for this one. So that's why we are where we are. But don't worry, it'll count. People get in here soon enough, I'm sure. So. There we go. Chuck A is here. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Just waiting for people to get in here, and then we will begin the discussion. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, welcome back, guys. Good to see you as always. Hope everybody is doing well. Don't know if you caught our live complete review and breakdown earlier, but I hope you did. So there we go. All right, so we're going to talk about this episode today, which I keep forgetting the bloody name of, But to Connect, which I actually really like the the name of this episode because it does follow. This applies to the A and the B storylines, so that's awesome. Hit that like button, guys, if you're just joining. So yeah, what am I drinking this evening? So this evening I'm drinking Smirnoff Ice. Refreshing citrus taste. See how this goes. That's good. And then for my shots, still drinking this bottle of Fireball, which we're drinking this whole bottle on camera at this point. So, but yeah, so yeah, I really should have scheduled this because nobody's here, but that's okay. Everybody hit that like button. Do it. Let me. Yeah, Chuck A is here. Colin is here. Tonto Camper is here with a big hello. Hello. Hope you guys are well. Oh God, Smirnoff Ice is awful. I'm sorry. I don't care. You can think it's awful all you like. This was a pack we bought of like 4 different flavors. This one with the citrus is really good. So, you know, you don't have to like it. You're not fucking drinking it. So, you can say it's awful all you like. But good to see you, Matthew. Mark Lawrence is here. Oh, good to see you, Mark. Hey, Cap. I didn't make it to the live earlier. I was out buying computer parts with my niece and nephew. Had a good time. That is awesome, Mark. Good to hear. Glad you could at least pop in to say hi here. Appreciate it. John Doe is here and it says, hello, Captain. Matthew Hilty says, "I'm glad it's better than the standard stuff." Yeah, the standard stuff's not super great, but I will drink it. But the stuff's flavored. It's pretty good. Um, Love it. You ain't drinking it. Yeah, we don't drink shame here. A lot of people I've been drinking. I always buy different kinds of beer each time. Like I don't have a fixed beer that I like, so I'll be drinking something, and people are like, "Oh my god, that beer tastes like piss." It's like, and you're not fucking drinking it. Yeah, we don't do drink shaming here. So there you go. I was hoping to see a Klingon. Yeah, we all were. I think. Des. Only if they're done right, though, of course. So. And Mark Lawrence shows in the first super chat of the evening with $5. Hey man, I still need to watch the episode, so I'm going to run, but I'm putting in my like. Thank you, Mark, and let me know what you think of the episode. A lot of people really do like the this episode, so I'm kind of conflicted on it. I really like the writing in it. I like the writing and the acting is phenomenal, but there just wasn't enough going on. It seemed to drag out the whole situation a little longer than they needed to for both stories, but it felt right. The pacing still felt right. So it was really kind of a weird episode. But I will have a drink for that, Mark. So thank you so much. Tonto is enjoying a Budweiser. Ah, yes, the king of beers. Awesome. No drink sharing allowed. Well, no, sharing's always allowed, but shaming is a bad thing. There's also no kink shaming here. So, but gotta be a reason we haven't seen Klingons yet. It has to be. But there was just something missing. That secret sauce, as Samuel would say. Eric is here. Hello, Captain. I'm actually starting to like Disco this season so much better than earlier seasons. Yeah, totally agree. Season 4 seems to be kind of hitting, now it's running. It's hit stride at this point. So, yes, I totally agree. Let's see. Need to clean on an episode right makeup. Yes, we do. So I should watch at 125% then? No, it's got nuance to it. It's got, yeah, it's got nuance to it. The Klingons drank too much prune juice. It's very, very possible, Ozzy. Season 4 really hitting the spot like TNG did in season 3 and 4. Yeah, but season 1 and 2 of Discovery arguably had way worse writing than TNG did in seasons 1 and 2. And at least TNG had the same showrunners and wasn't such a goddamn mess. So there is that. But yeah, that's prune juice, a warrior's drink. But I mean, no, I mean, Burnham was awesome. She's a great Starfleet captain now that she's captain. Like, she's way different, way better of a character than she was in season 1, hands down. And I like Tarka. A lot of people think he's a villain. He might be. He might be trying to, get what he wants, run, and just let them deal with the collateral damage of what's going to happen. But I like the character. I like the actor. I like Tarka. So. Jonathan, the two debates were a little off and the arguments seemed shallow. The thing that gave me a headache was the reference to needing unity and switching between red and blue uniforms. 2 on the head. I just don't know why there wasn't a plan 1, which was, let's see if we can make first contact. And if we can't, we'll use Tarka's weapon. That should have been plan 1. Plan 2 should have just been to destroy the DMA. But plan 1 should have been like, this is what any other Star Trek series would do, is let's try to make first contact. If we can't make it work, then we are going to use the weapon to destroy the DMA. I don't know why that was never discussed. The mess behind the camera was obvious in the first 2 seasons. Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. Good point, Captain. I love your brutal truth. I try, John. I try. Rye and Coke for me, such an accountant's drink. I've been drinking rye and, well, Crown Royal and cola the past, like, well, for the Christmas, over Christmas. So we're actually out. I had some canned ones, some canned Crown Royal and cola, but I'm out now. So yeah, I do have Coke downstairs and some other Crown Royal, but I didn't want to mix the drinks, so that's where we're at. Tarka is a villain. I would like to have a few drinks with Tarka. I would too. The rule review was great with Gold Deuce Scott. Okay. Colin Barrett, if Tarka wants to get to another universe, he should just hijack Discovery. It has the ability to jump between universes, after all. Yes. Yes, it does. I watched a wee bit now. We'll return for a good convo. Thank you very much, David. It's good to see you. Eric says, did you ever get the 40 Creek? That's like Bailey's. I did not. Sorry. There's also, I don't know what it was, if it's 40 Creek or what it was, but it tastes like the Namo bars. And Sylvia was like, ooh. But we didn't buy it for some reason. I don't know why we didn't get it, but she wanted to try that out, so. Did you have a good Christmas? I did, Multi-Gun Man. Hopefully you did as well. Here, let me just turn this down just a tad. There we go. All right. But he needs book or Stamets, which Tarkin now has. Well, yeah. I think his new Next Generation one doesn't need either one of them, but the dialogue's confusing because he says, when I make navigators obsolete, I'm going to win a medal or whatever, or I'm going to be hailed as a hero for the Federation or whatever. So I don't think the new Next Generation Spore Tech needs either book or Stamets, but I'm not sure. I'm curious about Romulan space with them rejoining the Vulcans. Was the Romulan territory then part of Navarre? It is also now. That's a very good question, and I don't know the answer. John Doe, he said it was all Book, but that's because Book is a pilot, and Book has also already traveled the mycelial network. So of course, it's probably best to get somebody that knows it than having a nobody that doesn't know how to do it yet. That doesn't mean that he needed Book. That turn of phrase, it's all you, buddy, is you're the pilot, this is your ship, I'm not a pilot, I'm just a goddamn scientist. That's what that was. That wasn't I need you. It's all about you, dude. I don't think that's what it was. So I gotta disagree with you there, man. Put up your hands if you agree to peacefully make contact, and leave your hands down if you want to attack the DMA so we can peer pressure you into putting up your hand. Multi-Gunman says, you bet I had a good Christmas, and that's awesome, my friend. John Doe says, your setup, Captain. Trekkie dream setup. This is just part of it. It's just part of the ready room. There's another wall back there, which I use sometimes. There's a thing over here with a lot of stuff in it. And there's the downstairs. There's a lot of places in the house. But thank you. Let's see. What are you doing for New Year's? Well, it's Sylvia's birthday tomorrow, so we do what we do every New Year's. Just have a nice, relaxing day, and then we go out for a nice dinner. We always get reservations at the same place, which is a very nice steakhouse. And then we come home, we get comfy, we have some friends over, we play Cards Against Humanity, we have some drinks, we chill out, and we celebrate Sylvia's birthday that way. So, Dr. Kovich had a lot of scenes in this. Yes, he did. it's all you to Book. Like he needs it. He doesn't need Book though. I don't think he needs Book necessarily, because he didn't even talk to Stamets about when he was developing the next gen of Spore Drive, the goal is to not need somebody that got tardigrade DNA or is from Quajon to run these things. That's not the goal. And he never approached Stamets to talk to him about it. So no, I think anybody can operate it. So Jesse Wolf. So we saw the best place to have a Klingon, yet we didn't. So definitely a different universe, which is kind of nice. It leaves canon alone. Yeah, I really hope that the place that Tarka wants to go to is the Prime universe, because fucking obviously this one's not. I know they've been shoving it down our throats that it is. Visually, it's not. It's not. So, anyway, I'll just move on. I've talked about the disco verse enough. It's its own thing. It's not the Prime universe. Sorry, it never was. Tilly will come back with dark matter navigation by end of season. That was a good question from earlier. Did Book have his access code to the shuttle bay door? Didn't need it. It was down. Still nice your wife allows OT. Oh, allows it. She's just as big a Star Trek fan as I am. And she doesn't have to allow it. I would do it anyway. Des says, plus you got to keep in mind, the living room downstairs has nothing Star Trek in it. It's just my office, this ready room up here. Like, this is like my man cave. The library has a few Star Trek things because it's got a Star Trek bookcase with all my Star Trek books in it. But yeah, the house is decorated pretty much by me entirely. So yeah, even I think that some things shouldn't be allowed in like the living room. I hope we get a hologram Zora by the end of the season. It would be cool if she was wearing a Starfleet uniform. I think the crew would feel better with her if she was actually among the crew. Possibly. I can definitely see it happening. Thank you, Ozzy. I'll pass on your happy birthday wishes to her. I liked the bit at the end where Kovich told Stamets that if he still objected to Zora, then he would have been transferred off Discovery. Yeah. Who's going to use the Spore Drive then? Because that's not an X-Gen Spore Drive. That's just the regular old one. Only Stamets and Book can do it. So, and Book's not in Starfleet, so he couldn't be ordered to stay or anything. If anyone could operate it, why didn't he just take any other ship? Why did he focus so much on Book? Because Book is invested in it. His fucking planet was destroyed. He wants revenge. He wants the same thing Tarka does, and that's to use this device on the DMA. That's why. That's why he buddied up with Book. And that's why he told Book to give the speech. Like, you're invested in this. Your planet was destroyed. You need to talk to them. And that's why Book did that. He's got a vested interest in getting this done. No one else really would necessarily. Other people might be like, I don't know if you should be doing this. He doesn't need Book. And I'm not going to keep harping on the point. It could be that the next gen of Sports Drive does in fact need either someone from Quajon or Stamets to operate it, but I don't think that's the case. The way it's worded is so innocuous that you can't tell exactly what they mean. So it could be one way or the other. So I'm done talking about it. He doesn't need Book. Book was just convenient. He has his own ship. He's got a vested interest in destroying the DMA. He's got revenge on his mind. He wants to destroy the DMA. And he's also, he also has done the spore jumps before. Even if the new next gen of Spore Tech Drive doesn't need someone with tardigrade DNA or from Quajon, are you going to really just trust somebody to just use it the first time? How about you get somebody that's actually done it a few times already so they know what the fuck they're doing? So there's a lot of reasons he picked Book. I don't think he needs Book at all. I'm sorry, John Doe. I get sick of harping on the same thing, and I'm feeling a little ranty. So this could be a rant night. I don't know. Happy New Year, Stuart. Great reviews. Thank you, Chuck. I love the deadpan delivery of Dr. Kovich. Oh, Kovich is awesome. Books flying off transports to Shuttle Bay, not on book ship. Bad captain. More joking about allowing it. Hopefully Zora and Badgie hook up. Wow. I get it, but Tarka could have found a better source of resources. No, he couldn't. He really couldn't. It just, whatever. Anyway, moving on. They had a great way to introduce Calypso by showing it was a dream memory of Zora, like in her imagination. Yes, yeah, absolutely. I did a whole video about that on like last weekend, talking about the way they could still tie this Zora in with Calypso. We came up with like 3 really great stories. And even when they said, if we need to extract her from Discovery, can we put her in something else, a body of her choosing? And at one point, she even says in the episode, I'm as attached to my body as you are to yours. So I wouldn't necessarily want another body. But Kovich is like, yeah, we can definitely do that. So why not make another copy of Discovery? It could have worked in many ways, but I got the vibe when he said all those great things about the mirror universe. I started thinking, did they not only go to the future, but also to the mirror universe? So the mirror is actually Prime. If you remember in season 1, before the tardigrade, before the DNA, the Discovery was able to make short jumps. Remember they did this before they got the tardigrade DNA. Yeah, short jumps to the wrong locations. So, and dangerous locations at that. And then the Glen spiraled as a result and killed everyone on board. So, yeah, it just... Is someone getting Stametsy? Yes, I love Paul Stamets. I think he's a great character. Anthony Rapp is an amazing actor and a good friend. We chat all the time. And yeah, I get Stametsy a lot. So don't get me started. Eric says, Zora's scene reminded me of that line, "Will I dream, Dr. Chandra?" I don't know how. And even when, yeah, I know the coordinates. Yeah, you're going to give them to me. That's an order. No, I don't think I will. Was so like, I can't do that, Dave. Tim McCaffrey has joined the channel at the rank of Commander. Welcome aboard, Tim. Pretty sure you've had a rank before. Don't know if you're upgrading or if you had to like cancel for a while, but welcome, Commander. Good to see you. Long live the pug. Yeah, she's behind the camera snoring again. Welcome, Tim McCaffrey, Commander. Yes. John says, in my opinion, I think the DMA storyline will take up at least 2 seasons, if not more. Yeah, Samuel and myself have talked about that quite a few times, and we think that's probably a 2-season arc at least. And not first part of the season and second part of the season with the mid-season break. It's going to be, I think it's probably going to be 2 seasons. It could definitely be wrapped up this season, considering they already know it's extragalactic and that they have the coordinates now and they're getting close pretty quick. So they have enough episodes that they could definitely wrap it up this season. I'm not sure they're going to, though. Like I said, my thinking is that they're going to end up in another galaxy or something at the end, and that's where it's going to cliffhang for the next season. They're going to start out in a different galaxy trying to find a way home or just exploring. So I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go with that. Feed Me Seymour, they're good friends. He even gave him a hotel room key once. Foley Stamets? The Famets. Jesus fucking Christ. The Famets. That's funny. The Stamley. The Stamley family? Oof. Sorry, I just had to adjust my seating situation. Grinding levels on Vanguard, but made it. How's your cough today, Stuart? It's gone. Feeling 1,000 times better. Looking forward to Prodigy next week. Yes. Saw the little clip on the Ready Room, and it's going to be great. We're going to have lots to talk about. Feed Me Seymour says, given Foley Stamets connection, we really need to get Anthony Rapp on Trekyards. Yeah, Yeah. I actually asked him, and he said that I'd have to go through John Van Sitters, which we've talked to John Van Sitters a few times. I messaged John Van Sitters like twice or three times, probably a year ago when I talked to Anthony about it, and never got a reply back. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, he showed interest in wanting to come on the show. He really can't talk about much though. Like honestly, they signed NDAs. Like they can't reveal anything about the season. I'm sure they can say what it's like working on set or whatever, but I'm sure we'll get there at some point. We kind of like to do it in person. We don't like to bring in guests like that over Skype, in case you've noticed. We usually talk to them and get those interviews when we're at conventions. So we'll have to see. So Prodigy is next week then. Yes, it is. John says, do you think the creators of the DMA are from the Andromeda Galaxy or another galaxy? I'm thinking Andromeda. Could be wrong. Could be the Pegasus Galaxy, where Atlantis is. Whoa. I don't know. Okay. Sorry. Whenever I drink, I have to suck all the liquid out of there. I can't stand when people don't do that. It's an OCD thing. So I've watched these back sometimes and it looks like I'm spitting. I'm not. I'm just taking my friends with me. The friends on there. I hate when somebody like takes a drink and you want a drink. It's like, can you fucking get rid of your friends on the? Like, no. Do you think the creators of the DMA are from? Oh, I read that one already. Never mind. Moving on. I noticed John Doe stopped messaging since I stopped reading his comments. I was still reading them. I was just only going to read the relative ones. So, Fry Minis, $5. Tarka is the future Zora. Tarka is future Zora after assimilation, but then freed by Jaffa after a run-in with Palpatine gives Tarka force powers. That's why he has a scar. Well, I'm going to have a drink for that because it's a super chat, so thank you. Season 4, Episode 4, Expanse tomorrow, I think. Expanse is on Season 6, my dude. I should know, I just got to the end of Season 5. Unless that's where you are and you're just watching Season 4 right now. Chuck A. Prodigy looks great for next week. Yes, saw the Ready Room also. Colin says, even with minimum Discovery chat or Disco chat, Anthony Rapp would still be a great guest. Oh, I totally agree. So yeah, it's not ruled out by any means. We just have to go through the proper channels to get the proper approval for him to be able to come on to a media outlet to talk. Blah, 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 blah. This bullshit. We don't like dealing with that stuff either. With Mike McMahon, it was a lot easier. I just messaged Mike McMahon on Twitter. He said, yeah, here's my assistant's email. Just set it up with her. And boom, we had one. So, I don't know. It is what it is. So, and yes, you'll see that fucking interview at some point. Still upset Samuel hasn't released those. Consoles that absorb. I suppose it's great to get around the tech jargon that Voyager struggled with. Well, they're programmable matter. So they don't absorb really, they just programmable matterize, I guess. I had to look up species C10 because I completely forgot that they arbitrarily assigned a designation to it. Does that mean they have 262 other unknown species before? You think the C stands for century, like 100? And that would only be 100. What? I'm so confused right now. And yeah, I'm sure that Starfleet has encountered at least 262 species that were unidentified or not identified yet. Hey, Pug, I don't need you to snore right now, okay? So, just a theory, that gaming facility in the Discovery Season 4, Episode 8, did you get a Deep Space Nine vibe? Felt like Quark's bar, but obviously wouldn't be Quark's because 900 years later. The gaming facility in the Discovery Season 4. Oh, and the preview. Fuck, don't. Oh my god. And the preview, no. It's a fucking bar. There are bars everywhere. Why does it have to be a Quark's? Why does it have to be a station? Who knows? It could be on a planet. Like, it's a bar. They're pretty common. Just saying. I've seen a lot of them over the years in Trek. Stuart, what is your favorite non-phaser tricorder communicator prop from TOS? My favorite non-phaser tricorder or communicator prop. Nomad. I think Nomad is hella cool. I can't wait to get the Eagle Moss Nomad. Trying to think what else. The cloaking device, which is also kind of Nomad. The Romulan cloaking device. Klingon Disruptor, Romulan Disruptor. They're both cool. There's a lot of good ones. I wonder if Tarka succeeds in getting to another universe. What's the odds that Calypso Discovery will be on the other side? Ooh. Very good. Very well. Very good. Very good odds, yes. Sounds like I agree with what? What? Oh, to your super chat? Oh, no. I forgot about Tarka Scar. I have no idea what the last super chat was about. Yes, check next week's Prodigy episode of Prodigy looks awesome. Yes, season 6, sorry, Rise kicking in. That's okay, man. The DMA probe looks Crew Dragon from SpaceX. Kind of, yeah. Did you watch the Book of Boba Fett yet? It was pretty good. Dude, I was sitting in this exact same spot, in this exact same room last night talking about the Book of Boba Fett. I saw the Book of Boba Fett. It was great. Go watch that live, which won't be live anymore, but it was at the time. My father thinks they may get help from species 8472 to help fight against the DMA and the species who created the DMA. Nope, absolutely not. They absolutely will not. What? I don't even know where that would come from. I'm sure the DMA is not taking out fluidic space as well. They're not going to get help from species 8472. That's just wishful thinking, my friend. I thought it'd be the Klingon Disruptor. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't want to see how Discovery has ruined Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine wouldn't be around in the fucking 900 years in the future. I mean, in Beta Canon, it got destroyed and they built a new one. So, no, I don't want it to be a Deep Space Station or a Deep Space Nine. Well, I don't want it to be a Deep Space Station, but I don't want it to be in Deep Space Nine. That's just fucking stupid. Notimus Maximus. When you have to deal with BS to have a guest, then there's no point. Well, that's why the conventions are great, because we go, hey, got a few minutes for an interview? And it's like, yeah. That's one of the reasons I hate the Detmer actress, because it's like, hey, how you doing? Would you like to possibly do an interview for Trekyards? Everybody else said yes. Fucking everyone else. But anyway, would you like to do one? And then the lady standing behind her, her manager, no, she doesn't do that. Like, okay, can she tell us herself? No, she's just a stuck-up bitch with her nose in the air. Moving on. My favorite prop would have to be the various medical props in sickbay. Medical props aren't that great in TOS, but, you know. I noticed that in TNG, DS9, and Voyager, the scenes on the ship always had low-level sound effects of beeps and humming noise that you could hear. But it's missing in Discovery. That low-level noise was like comfort noise. Yeah, there's a lot of YouTube videos that have like the thrum of the warp drive or like the ambient noise of like the engines. Like, it's great. So, help give the feel of Prime. DS9D. General Grievous has to watch for the Book of Foley. Yes. Good night, Stuart and everyone, says Chuck A. Good night, Chuck A. Book of Foley has to be your Boba Fett video updates. Hey, I like that. I'm going to give all the credit, though, for that to Ozzy, because he's been saying, he's been messing with Book of Foley for a while now, so good idea, Feed Me Seymour, we'll see. Colin Barrett could launch a new spin-off, Deep Space Nine, The Next Generation. The next generation. DS969. Nice class. John says, what race created the Doomsday device in Trekyards? Nobody knows. Just they're from outside the galaxy. So yeah. I'll cut up to the chat, finally. Ozzy gets full credit for that great name. Absolutely. I'm gonna have another drink. Because I can. Kashinik. It was a great episode. Or it was a good episode, yes. Absolutely agree. I just wish Vance was in it. Vance should have definitely had a role. Vance should have been giving the speech that Burnham gave, because he's the head of Starfleet. He's the CNC. So he should have been, when the president was like, hey, I can't say anything. I got to stay impartial. And Vance should have been like, yep. I think we should probably advocate for peace first. It would have been better coming from Vance. I'm so sad that Vance wasn't in this one, even as just like a hologram or something. He should have been there for sure. I don't know where he's been at, but oh well. I don't know why Burnham was there necessarily. Sure, she's the captain of Discovery. Sure, they would need to use Discovery for this mission, but it should have been Vance. Why is the Federation president talking to everyone on multi-levels instead of one level? Looks like a parking lot garage discussion. Because of the way Starfleet headquarters is designed, I guess. Plus, we also made the point that maybe the top level or the top two levels are like high security areas for like the more important delegates, and then everybody else who nobody gives a shit about is just on the lower ones. It's a good question. I think it's just a space issue, but exactly how big is the original Spore drive to second generation Spore drive? The original one's quite big. If you look at the schematic of Discovery, and you see it in the Art of Discovery book, as well as some schematics throughout multiple seasons, the Spore hub like thing in the center of the secondary hull, it takes up a large chunk of that secondary hull. So, plus it's got the spinny saucer thing for some reason. So it's a big deal. The next generation one is just so small. It's just like, here's this little thing. So why did the butterfly people get top floor treatment in the Federation meeting while they were on second floor? But they also said that they were important to the Federation before the Federation split up at the time of the burn. If you go back to that episode where you first meet the butterfly people. So them rejoining was a pretty important deal. So that's why, I guess. I don't know. I'm just spitballing as to why there's multi-levels. So. Does that gorgeous Connie behind you have lights? Yes. Eric, you've been here. You've been in my house. I've turned that on for you. That's the 350 scale Enterprise I made. It has lights, but it also has the actual motors for the nacelles, for the Bizarre collectors. And because they're actual motors, and they're from Polar Lights, the company that built that, they're a little loud. That's why I don't run it, because it's like, looks cool, doesn't sound so great. So that's why it's usually off. But yes, it has lights. I'll check that out, Cap. A good friend of mine worked on the Book of Boba Fett. He's also working on Obi-Wan and Mando Season 3 special effects. Nice. Our one moderator that's in here, Matt Boardman, he works on a lot of shows. He worked on Hawkeye. He worked on Top Gun 2. I don't know what he's working on currently, but he has worked on Star Trek before. So yeah, he's a special effects guy as well. So I don't like the president of the Federation. First few episodes I thought she was cool, but now she's just a bit meh. Promote Vance to Prez. I think she's great. I think she's an awesome president. I don't know why people think she's a bad guy or she's a bitch. She's what the Federation needs right now, and I like her character. I think she's great. So that's my opinion, but it almost seems Vance is grooming Burnham for the Admiralty. I wonder, will we see Admiral Burnham before the series ends? Wouldn't be a bit surprised. Just what they would do with her character. So, yeah, I wouldn't be at all shocked. One cool thing I liked from the episode, Booker's ship is now a spore jump. Booker's ship and how it spore jumps. That jump looked cool. It did, with the way the ship disassembles. And I mean, it's a rehash of its configuration, but it did look cool. Yes. Where did you get the multicolor MSD behind you? I have only the Connie flying currently. Where did I get the multicolored MSD? What, these ones? Oh my god. I don't know why I have to answer this. I answer this at least about 15 times a month. They're from different screensavers, different flash animations I've accumulated over the years. You do some screen recordings of screensavers and things like that. You put them in a playlist on YouTube, and then you loop the playlist. So they're just videos on YouTube that are in a playlist on the Trekyards page. So I've never been in the house. I've been in your driveway only. Well, where are you drinking? What? Eric, you haven't been in my house? Oh, that's right, because Sylvia's been working upstairs. Oh. Sorry, Eric. Just hung out with you a few times. I thought you'd been in the house. Damn, son. My apologies. So yeah, you'll have to come over sometime. Yeah. Sorry, Eric. My bad. I've been drinking lots. Romulan ale, mainly. Maybe some Canar mixed with Romulan ale and some Saurian brandy. Stuff's killer. Maybe Matt and him know each other. Oh, probably. They hate her because she's a strong woman, and that makes angry men and their mini dicks mad. Oh, okay. I think my friend worked on Hawkeye also as well. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why Matt's not here. He said he's going to try to jump in. So, oof. John, is the LED screen Star Trek Discovery is usually similar to LED screen used in The Mandalorian? Yes, the volume, it's called in The Mandalorian. But yes, it's the same type of deal. I felt Burnham becoming captain would be the ending of Discovery, but now they've moved past that, so Admiralty seems like the season 7 ending. I have a feeling that Discovery will probably go for 8 seasons, just to say, hey, we're the longest running Star Trek series ever. Ha, suck it. Not the screensaver, the clear glass thing on the desk. Oh. That I got from, well, I bought one. One came from Think Geek. I have another one exactly like it downstairs that a friend of mine gave me. That has the TOS Enterprise in it. It also comes with a clear thing for the Enterprise D. But Enterprise D is, the Enterprise D. It's nice looking and all, but it can't beat the TOS one. So both of them have the TOS Enterprise in them right now. So that's okay, Aaron. Sorry about my confusion. Changes color. That's why I'm like, red, what? And I'm like, so sorry. I think they work for Universal Studios Park Rides. Okay. Anyone getting Mass Effect vibes from the last episode? I'm not. Also, you can download Wallpaper Engine on Steam and make your custom loop of screensavers, etc. if you have the vids. Nice. Sean is here. Is it just me, or is Discovery a female-dominated show? Sean is my brother, everyone. Hello, Sean. It is. There's absolutely no... Not that it matters, honestly. But there's no, like, straight men on the bridge. Straight white men. You got quite a diversity, and a lot of them are female, yes. The only real, like, heterosexual white guy there was Pike in season 2. But who cares? I mean, it's diversity. It's fine. I hate when people who use the term woke. It's so woke. Like, fuck off. Anyway, it is what it is. So, but yes, it is kind of a female-dominated show. I don't hate the Prez as I said. I thought she was cool in the first few episodes, but then somewhere after the Navarre rejoining, she just flipped her view on Burnham, and it didn't sit well. Oh, okay. Will Stamets be able to track books ship using the mycelial network? Possibly. I think that's probably what they'll try to go for the next episode, but that might be the only way to do it, honestly, with a spore jump. So. Patrick says, I want to go for 8s just to make the fandom menace mad. Fuck the fandom menace. Yeah. I do not think it will last more than 5 seasons. Okay, Sean. Don't know why you're exclamation pointing that. Everybody said it wouldn't last 1 season. Then, it's getting canceled for season 2. And then, season 3 is not going to happen. And, definitely not getting a season 4. It's going to be canceled. It's going to get it. It's just calm down. It is produced by CBS and Paramount. They have their own network. They're going to put the money into this show. Just for the simple fact that a lot of people hate Discovery and say it's going to be canceled every year, or that, my insider source says this, it's going to, it's a disaster, and it's, it's not going to, production's not going to be finished. Every year they're proven wrong. They're going to push it. It's going to get at least 7 seasons, and like I said, possibly 8. So, what race created the repair station in Star Trek Enterprise? No one knows. That's a good episode. Dead Stop was a fantastic episode. Nobody knows who created that. It will last 7 seasons for sure, maybe even 8. Oh yeah, I think so too. What's wrong with it being a female-dominated show? Nothing. Sean isn't Foley's brother. He's Mere Foley. Hey, Matt's here. Hey, Matt. There you go. I hope it does get longer than 10 just to piss you off. LOL. Piss me off? Or my brother? Don't be pissing off my brother, Patrick. Maybe Matt Boardman. Brother is on bookshop. Okay. As long as the character is good, I don't really care what the actor looks like. I think she'll make Admiral 2. Episode 7 felt like she should be to... feel like she should be to even be where she is. What? Plus, it's like an extra Earth vote or whatever. I'm so confused by your comment, Jesse. I'm sorry. Smart Smears. I love this episode. I think it might be my favorite. Went from feeling okay with the season to being really hyped for the next episode. Female-dominated show. What's wrong with it? Well, Star Trek new trilogy of films were great. Captain Marvel was pretty great. Ran out of examples. Hashtag sarcasm. Yeah. Strange New Worlds should only have 3 seasons, mostly because TOS had 3 seasons. I mean, I know people want more, but it would be a nice nod to the TOS series. Yeah, plus they only have a certain amount of years between when yeah, when Stranger Worlds is starting to when Kirk takes over the Enterprise. So they only have a limited time there. Fleet Pa puts in $2. Guess I'm late to the party. Hell of an episode. Yes, sir. Thank you for the super chat. I find tech on Discovery is too much like magic. Spore drive. Yes. Just like fire was to the cavemen. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Whoop whoop. $20. You need liquid. And have a happy New Year's. Be safe. Well, that is a $20 super chat. I will have a shot of my Fireball whiskey. Cinnamon whiskey. In my shot glass I bought from London, England when I was at the Birmingham a few years ago with Samuel. So we will have a shot for you. Whoop whoop. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always great to see you. Put that lid back on and cheers. See? All right. So thank you, woof woof. Yes, woof woof. Whoop whoop. You be safe. Nope. So thank you, whoop whoop. You be safe too and have a good year. Battery is down to 20%. So still got some time left, but Carmen is excited for Strange New Worlds. John says, I think Star Trek Discovery might last 8 or 9 seasons. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, honestly. Smack that like button, folks. Yes, we have 52 people watching with 49 likes. We need at least one more like to get to 50. That would be awesome. So if you can, please do. Des says, hey, Matt, do you know any special effects guys that work at Tippett Studios? Just wondering. Matt Boardman, if you're here, Des has a friend that works in the special effects area, and you might know him. So what does Doomcock think about a Disco Season 5? He's never wrong. Are you kidding? Doomcock thinks it was canceled in Season 2. He has no fucking clue what's going on outside of his helmet. Discovery will have infinite seasons because Michael Burnham. It's kind of funny. Yes, Fleetpaw, I agree with that as well. Smart Smears. TOS had 3 seasons of 20 to 30 episodes, though. 3 seasons of Strange New Worlds is just 1 episode more than Discovery Season 1 alone. If anything, I would say that the tech in the 32nd century is not like magic enough. I give it benefit of the doubt, as it's only a century after a galaxy-wide disaster. Makes a fair point there. Yeah, Season 4 of Discovery, Suru not captain, Tilly left, Gray is leaving, Adira follows for extended holiday for a week. For Christ's sake, Stamets almost resigned off ship, or reassigned off ship, yet Detmer is still a pilot. Booker left. I was being sarcastic. I know you were. Eric. Don't worry. At least Zora refuses to leave. Take what we can get, I guess, right? Yeah. Oi. Yeah. So the whole thing with Zora actually becoming a life form is super intriguing. Don't know how that's going to play out necessarily. It was cool to see, though, and I'm looking forward to more of that storyline. I'm really impressed with this season of Discovery, honestly. Like, haters be damned. I don't really give a shit anymore. Like, I don't understand all the hate. It's just hate for hate's sake. Like, yeah, there were a lot of things in Season 1 that we weren't super happy with. Season 2, again, I mean, Season 2 was head and shoulders above Season 1 just because for Pike alone, but still a lot of problems. But that's because they were course correcting from these different producers leaving and different directions the show is supposed to go with different showrunners. and just sloppy, lazy writing of people that don't understand Trek. They've definitely stepped up to the plate, and they're doing a lot better. So I'm just so sick and tired of hearing just every time you post anything Discovery now on like Facebook or whatever, it's like, oh my god, I don't like Discovery. Like I give a fuck. Fucking scroll on then, buddy. It just gets really irritating. By the time everyone leaves Discovery, season 5 is going to be called Discovery: The Next Generation. Has Tilly permanently left the show, or will she come back? She will be back. At least that's what she's saying. That's what Mary Wiseman is saying. She's really not gone anywhere. When do you expect season 5 will be announced for Star Trek Discovery? Don't know. I'm just still as shocked over this is a mid-season break, then we're back to Prodigy, then we're back to fucking Discovery, then we're back to Prodigy, then we're going into Picard season 2, and then we're going into Strange New Worlds in the summer, and then in the fall again, Lower Decks is back, and it all starts over again. I mean, plus Orville in March, and God knows what else is going to be coming down the pipe. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know when they're going to announce the next season or the next, season of Discovery. Don't know. Smart Smears, the hate happens now because that's how they make their money. If the show was great, they'd still hate it. Hence the forced Lower Decks hate. Yep. It's so true. And it's like they don't even watch anything anymore. Like a lot of people are hating on Boba Fett because they ruined Boba Fett. It's like, oh, well, they kind of didn't. So shut up. They just want to hate things. It's sad. It's really sad. For hate's sake, I spit. Oh, they spit their last breath at thee. They just like to hear themselves speak and blow hot air past their lips. Yep. I've had a few issues with errors in canon on Discovery. Oh, I had issues with fucking errors in canon on Enterprise. But Enterprise looks like a fucking prize, I was going to say prize pig. Looks like a prize, whatever. It looks so much better in contrast now. And everybody, this Enterprise is like, hey, how do you appreciate us now? Because, I definitely have issues with errors in canon on Discovery. But I've always enjoyed it. I like it far better than what we had for years after the cancellation of Enterprise. Zora is a perv who likes to watch Colbert and Stamets kiss. Sure, that's in your memory. It was in the sport chamber. It's not like it's their private quarters. Whatever. Des, I hope Zora becomes a character kind of like the EMH stock on Voyager. She already said she likes her form, though. She likes the body she's in. So I doubt very much they'll do that. Well, I don't doubt they'll do that. They'll definitely make her a hologram or something, but still. Nice Wrath of Khan, Moby Dick reference, Fleepa. I love that Enterprise model you have in the background. And thank you, Jonathan. Built it myself. Matthew Hilty, Orville is on what streaming service? It's on Hulu. The show is not bad at all. I enjoy watching Disco, but I just eat through the canon mishaps. Yeah. I think we have Star Trek overload next year. Too much Star Trek. John, what the fuck's wrong with you? There's no such thing as too much Star Trek. So Zora is a new species. What's the species name called? Zora from the planet Zora? Learned it from a Packwood? Zora gets a new holographic body and chooses Robert Picardo's EMH. Season 1 through 3 was a prequel. Not many people are fond of those, including me. Season 4 has been an advancement of the franchise and more like old Trek. I love it. Totally agree, Dax. Martin says they ruined Boba Fett. Yes, that pillar of OT world building. He had like 4 minutes of screen time and 2 lines. How can they ruin him? People these days, I swear. Zora becomes a mini holographic discovery, like how you see the ship flags on Star Trek Online. That's hilarious. So it's just another representation from Armada. Oh, or from Andromeda. Yeah. Problem is, there's no new ideas. There's nothing that can really do new. Which ship is it? There's a fan ship that has, I think it's by Tommy Perrone. We've covered it on Trekyards Originals. But the ship has an AI and it has a holographic female form. The name of it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure somebody out there knows. I can't think what it is right now. Let me look something up. Oh, of course. Okay. Let me try this. Maybe that's not his name. Tim? Oh my god. Why can't I find it? Maybe I got the last name wrong. Originals. Very popular ship. I can't find it right now, which is weird. Your channel? Welcome. I think that's my line, stranger. Oh, forgive. I hear I'm new, but you are known as McCoy. Alright, can't I see anything? Give me a second, I'm sure I'll find it. Anyway, it's an idea that's already been done. I mean, that's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Where are the Trekyards originals? Anyway, this is just pointless at this point. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because I can't find it. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop now. Alright, moving on. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get back to the chat here. Who's the designer Foley? I think his name is Tommy Perrone. Perron. Perron. I just looked it up though. I couldn't find it. If we find out, you'll be able to. Will you watch the Babylon 5 reboot? Yes, probably. Can you imagine a mini hologram Discovery ship following Michael around? It's Zora as representation. Yes, that'd be awesome, actually. If they had a disconnect Zora, it would have been, what are you doing, Dr. Kovich? I'm afraid. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. Does Discovery have saucer separation? Probably not. Kind of like Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park, just Zora pops up. Yeah. Now Star Wars and Star Trek have screaming droids. Around 2006 2007, I was worried that the franchise had run its course. The new series are improving the whole time, so the future of the franchise looks bright these days. Or better yet, she chooses a human face for her display, which is played by the female actress who plays Holly in Red Dwarf. Once we all have spore drive, we won't need these ships. No, don't need ships, just rooms. The show is called Wings of Tomorrow on DC. The ship is called the Ray Runner. No, that's not what I'm talking about, Ozzy. I'm talking about a Star Trek ship. It's a fan favorite. I just can't think of the fucking ship name or the hologram name. We've done an originals on it because the designer of the ship like had us do an episode on it, and he joined us. That's not the one, Ozzy. Not at all. Well, gotta go, Cap. Not feeling well due to COVID. I need my rest. See you on next live. See you later, Des. Take care of yourself. Sorry to hear about the COVID. Feed Me Seymour. Red Dwarf could easily fit into Star Trek. I mean, it was a mining vessel traveling from Ganymede to Titan, and Titan in Trek is a mining colony. If Discovery travels 3 million years into the future, needs the spot saucer to spin for spore drive. The Prometheus. It's not the Prometheus. The Inquisitor class. Is that it? Yes, I believe that's it. That's Perones. That's not his name. It's not the Prometheus. No. It's the Inquisitor class. I'm gonna take a quick look, real quick here. And quiz. For fuck's sakes. Inquisitor class. Trekyards. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Inquisitor class. That sounds right. 18 months ago. Is that the one? Yes, I believe so. Yeah, I believe that's it. The Inquisitor class. I can play the sound because
if and when required.
The prototype, or first of the class, the USS Inquisitor, actually used already existing warp cores in its initial build. However, when it came time to make the additions that were required for the newer Torquemada design, all new larger warp cores were designed and constructed that were specifically...
That's the one. That's the one, man. All right. So yeah, the Inquisitor design. Thank you. You guys got it. And it's not the fucking Prometheus. I don't know why people were saying the Prometheus, because that had a Mark II hologram or medical hologram, EMH. No. That wasn't what I was talking about at all. It's episode 290, yeah. I was talking about the setting she was in at the council. It felt over her head for her ranks, so I got the admiral vibe. But I get president vibe too, though. She really depends on Burnham. She does. And yes, General Gibbs, it is the Inquiry class, or the Inquisitor class. I should probably go back and watch Discovery Seasons 1 and 2 after finishing this one, since I haven't seen them. Probably, yes. At Nabar, it was more private between them and the Federation, so that felt like Burnham had a place. No, not the Zheng He. Sean, what are you talking about? It's a fan-made ship, not a ship that's actually in a show, and it's the Inquisitor class. We figured it out. That ship has a fully AI computer system built into it. This is a fan ship that's been around for a long time, and it also has a holographic avatar of the ship, which is a female. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to call it there. I'm not having the best of nights tonight. I'm feeling fucking ranty, and every comment, no offense, is kind of annoying me, pissing me off. Plus, my phone's going to die anyway. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you liked the episode. If you haven't checked out our full live review, it was earlier today, so you can go back and rewatch it. It's a really good discussion. It's about 2.5 hours. It's a good episode to talk about. So, and stay tuned tomorrow. We'll have our edited review in the afternoon. And then on Saturday, Sunday, we'll have a video each day there as well for that, on different aspects of this episode. So tune in for those. Hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry I'm annoyed. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. I just really need to stop doing it live right now. Thank you for watching. See ya.